guys, welcome back to week number 2 of building the Dauntless in LEGO. Of course, this is a ship from the Curse of the Black Pearl. It is the larger naval vessel called the Dauntless. And I'm also going to be building its counterpart, the Interceptor, a much smaller version of the ship. Basically, it's a 2-level cannon ship, very much built for speed. This one is very much built for battle and heavy transportation of troops. I'm going to start separating these. The first one was over like 12 minutes long, and it was kind of both of them all together. I got a lot of work done. I mostly just built and built and built. I'm now going to start separating them so that they're probably like 6 to 7 minutes long in length. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those. I will try to get 2 videos out per week involving these ships, probably one for the Dauntless every week and one for the Interceptor every week. So without further ado, guys, of course this week is the Dauntless, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so one thing that I'm making sure I kind of gave myself enough space for was the back section of the Dauntless. I've actually been rewatching some of the first Pirates of the Caribbean here. You guys can tell right now I'm looking at the back section of the Dauntless here. There's definitely a lot of windows here on this back section, and there's also a lot of these railing pieces up here. I pause it again right there. So that is the general idea of what I'm going to be going for here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to build both railings. I definitely want to try to build one on the kind of top level there. There's just simply not enough space on this build. It would look way too big and bulky. Because unfortunately, of course, LEGO ships don't actually float. So if I actually did 2 levels of railings like that, it would just not really work. So I'm going to try to kind of find a middle ground here where I can also open it easily and stuff like that. So that is definitely to be a massive project for me. I definitely want to make it look as accurate as possible. It's definitely such a beautiful ship, and I really want to try to recreate that to the best of my abilities in LEGO. So that is going to be my primary focus for this update here. I'm going to get going on it, so let's see what I got. Alright guys, quick check-in for you. I just wanted to show you guys what I got so far. So I'm leaving these kind of Technic pins in here to kind of build that rudder section that you see right there. That is going to be something I'm going to have to come up with later. I'm definitely going to leave that spot open so that I will be able to actually do that here on the Dauntless. But I'm going to be kind of sloping and angling this all the way up here. I'm going to be using certain plates like these kind of specialty blue parts to kind of create that arc structure that you guys see there. I'm also going to be using a lot of these slopes on sideways angles with snot bricks to kind of accomplish a lot of what I'm talking about here. So it's definitely going to be a kind of really big trial and error portion of this for me. I also do want to extend the kind of section here and make it kind of angled up so that it looks like the Dauntless actually does. That's definitely going to be something I'm going to have to experiment with, so let's see what I can do. Alright guys, I have done so much work on the back section of the Dauntless. It looks absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to show you. Before I do that guys, I just wanted to say that I actually kind of changed my mind about having these overhang parts here. I simply think it blocks too much of the yellow on these kind of side rails. I also only have 2 left because I actually used one of them, and I'm using another one in the back section of the boat because I think it actually looks great. Originally, I was going to put these things on the side. They are unfortunately a little bit too long to do that. They would kind of overhang over top of a lot of this stuff and would really make the ship look a little bit too much like blue on this top section. It kind of just threw off the design. So I decided to actually use them in the back section here, which is definitely really, really interesting. So that's what that looks like there. It does save me quite a bit of this kind of dark blue brick, which I'm quickly running out of. But here I think is the most important section that I have built so far, this back section. Now it does actually look pretty accurate to how it is. Of course it would all be dark blue in canon, but unfortunately LEGO literally does not make any of those parts in dark blue at all these slope pieces that I used here. And I've basically been able to extend the entire back section by I believe 4 bricks in length, which is really, really cool. As you guys can tell, these are a little bit off-centered here, and that's exactly how I want them to be. I want it to feel like the ship is kind of like sloping back here. Let me know what you guys think about that technique down below. And I think like this, the boat does look very accurate to how it is in the movie. There will be probably a rowboat kind of hanging down here. And of course, I'm going to be able to build the rudder system like that and stuff and have it basically covered up here, which is really nice. Another thing I was able to do, of course the other side looked exactly like it, is make this completely modular to take off this entire captain's deck here. Now this part usually is the weakest part of pirate ships, this back section here, just so you guys are aware. So I kind of had to make a little bit of sacrifices for the interior design look to make this super sturdy. This thing is not going anywhere. A lot of overlapping plates and stuff. It does look pretty cool, but again, it's kind of made almost like 4 studs or 2 studs in the back, excuse me, basically unusable, which is fine. I think it looks fine. It's going to be covered up by probably the bed sections anyways, or cargo areas. But I really like how this looks from the inside. You can see all the cannon flaps are down now on that side as well. And I think this is a lot of really great progress, guys. I'm so happy that I was able to design this like this. I think it looks fantastic. I really like how it looks. It definitely looks like the actual Dauntless. It's gonna look even better when there's 3 windows here and then another 3rd window here, because I am gonna try to make the cabin kind of like sloped up like this. I'm really gonna try to make this ship look absolutely fantastic. That said, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Dauntless right now. It's definitely coming along. This is basically where I was when I originally started it, and it's only been 2 uploads for this, so I'm really excited for where I'm at. Again, guys, let me know if you have any feedback on how I should build it. Pirate ships are extremely difficult to build in Lego. Just the shapes are very odd, and I really want it to come out as great as the Black Pearl was and surpass it, honestly, because this will be the absolute crown jewel of my fleet. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the Interceptor upload coming out soon, and of course, the Dauntless week number 3. Definitely won't want to miss any more progress. Also, guys, stay tuned for an announcement about stop motions. I have big news about that coming soon. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next one.